I'm standing here before you right now, but I'm not really doing that because I'm on vacation, okay? So I had to tape a little something for you because you know why? I know in the crevices of your heart, deep, deep down somewhere, you'd miss me. Therefore, I wanted to make sure I gave you a little something when I walked away and went away to an undisclosed tropical location. Having said all of that, I just want to let you know that on this particular show, shows like this, you're going to see tweets, you're going to see videos, you're going to hear phone calls. Why? Because the people like to communicate with me, and I like to be a man of the people. That's what I pride myself on being. I ain't trying to run for election. I ain't trying to run for El Presidente. I don't want that responsibility, okay? I don't know what I'd do if I was the president of the United States. I ain't trying to kiss babies and shake everybody's hand all the damn time, all right? But on this show, I get to communicate with you in different ways. Tweets, phone calls, videos. Either way you slice it, you're still getting a little bit of Stephen A. You know how happy I am to give myself to you. You know it. So let's get to some of these tweets to start off the show, okay? Let's go to them right now. At Cantaloupe_FF writes, Stephen A. Smith, who is the best fictional president of all time? Wow. This is a good one right here. I loved my brother here. He was in 24. That was a spectacular season of 24 on Fox. I got to give love where it's due. This is Independence Day right here, okay? He was good, okay? Black woman, female president. Every time I see something like that, I think about Michelle Obama, the greatest first lady in the history of this nation. But I got to tell you something right now. As I see Dave and I see a couple of other folks, it comes down to West Wing, okay? And this one right here, this man was playing Bill Clinton, the one and only John Travolta. I forgot the name of the movie. I apologize. It'll come to me in a second. But I'm telling you right now, I mean, when he sat up there and said, you know, the primary colors. He was like, I just damn lie. I can't stand that. Trying to sound like Bill Clinton. And he did a pretty damn good job of it, too. Plus, he was a philanderer. We know this and all that other stuff. I would say this to you. This was great because he did a phenomenal job. You know, it was a fable. You know, it wasn't real and stuff like that. He ain't supposed to, you know, you gonna think Bill Clinton and stuff like that, but they didn't admit he was trying to play Bill Clinton, but clearly he was. But this man right here, Mr. Sheen himself, West Wing, doesn't get any better than that man right there. Spectacular. This would be the choice right here. The president, fictional president. Next up, let me show you, let me see the next tweet, please. Give it to me, please. Give it to me. At Crypt_Ghost with a 0 instead of an O. Stephen A. Smith, I need you to end this discussion once and for all. Who's the next face of the league? Ant, Luka, Tatum, Wemby, or who? We want to know what you think, OG. Let me say this to you. Wembanyama is the real deal. He's special. He's got an incredibly bright future. You know why I wouldn't say face of the league? Because face of the league means you being box office off the court. That's not to imply that he won't be, because he's from France. He's an international figure, not American born or what have you. So he's going to have that audience, and I get that. But he's 7'5". He's 7'5". And most people know we ain't got no chance in hell at ever being 7'5" in any capacity. Okay? We get all of that. This man right here, Ant-Man. Now, I saw what Luka did to them in the conference finals, and I get that. But when you see Ant-Man on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball, when you see the fervor and the fire that he brings to the table, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at Ant-Man, it's impossible not to think about Kobe Bryant. It's impossible not to think of Michael Jordan. I know Luka's a bad brother. He's spectacular. He's going to put up 30 on you. I know Tatum is the reigning champion, okay? I know Wembanyama is 7'5". He's the #1 overall pick, the reigning rookie of the year. He's a spectacular talent, only going to get better. But Ant-Man, when you talk about box office, wanting to walk through the turnstile to see this brother play. Not to say that all the others you don't want to see them play either, but Ant-Man got something a little extra. I would say Ant-Man is the answer to this question. Next tweet, please. Let me see what you got here, all right? At Unsports ESPN, Stephen A. Smith, what is the proper amount of cash to keep in your wallet? $200. Now, 500 can be a bit excessive, particularly if you got a bunch of 20s. 1,000 and all of that stuff can be excessive, but $50, $20, that's too little. And here's what I want you, and I'm very serious about this. I don't wish this upon anybody, but I want you to understand what I'm trying to say. I'm from the streets. I'm from Hollis, Queens, and Queens, New York, and I'm telling you this. If somebody wanted to rob you, and they stick you up, and you got $10 on you or something like that, they want to do you harm because they're annoyed they took the risk and you ain't got anything to show for it. But if you got about $200 in your pocket, at least they could get a meal or a couple of meals or a few meals. They could fill a gas tank. They could do a lot of different things with $200. It don't have to be 500. It doesn't have to be 1,000. Everybody can't afford to walk around with that. But you could dig up $200. Perfect amount to carry on you at all times is about $200. If you got to call an Uber because your car breaks down, you can get Uber with $200. You understand? You need some gas, you can get gas, $200. You want to stop at a fast food restaurant and beyond, you got $200. You can do that. You ain't alone, you got a couple of people you can afford to treat them too. All right? You can afford to stop at a restaurant or whatever, and not an expensive one, but you can afford to stop at a restaurant, you can get a meal for $200. $200 is the perfect number. Am I right, Russ? Right. I think so. Next tweet. Let's go. At what is it? H-R-Y Chillick. H-R-Y-C-H-L-I-K. Stephen A. Smith, how much money would it take to get you and Shannon in a boxing ring? Nothing. Never. You expect me to get in a boxing ring with the Black Hulk? Are you insane? Why don't you just ask me to sign my own damn death warrant? Do you know, true story, I was talking to Shannon one time. And I was just sitting there rapping. I'm like, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? And again, I laugh with him because I love him to death, man. I got to know him. I love my brother right there. But I loved it when Saturday Night Live spoofed him and Cat Williams. You know what I'm saying? Oh, come on now. You know what I'm saying? It was imitating him. It's the truth, Shannon. You remember when he was doing all that Saturday Night Live? It was hilarious. So he and I were talking, and I'm talking like I talk, right? And I accidentally poked him with my fingers out like this in his chest. Almost broke my damn fingers. He's the man of steel. That brother, the Black Hulk. I ain't getting in no damn boxing ring. I ain't getting in no octagon. Hell, I don't. The only place I want to be up against him is on First Take, and we talking. I ain't trying to mess with that brother. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, hell, even when he had beef with Mike Epps and stuff like that, Mike Epps like, ain't gonna be no fighting now. You see people talk about him. No, nobody talk about fighting that man. That's the Black Hulk. You better ask somebody. Shannon the real one now. Make no mistake. He said up there, Michelle Obama said, when they go high, when they go low, you go high. He said, no, when they go low, I go to the basement. That's what Shannon said. That's what Shannon, and he means it. He means it. That's the man of steel right there. That's the Black Hulk. Ain't nothing get me in the ring with that brother. I know I look good, and I'm in really good shape right now, and I'm feeling really good about myself. But I'm anorexic compared to his ass. I ain't messing with that brother. Oh, no. Brother know his lane. Brother know his lane. Love you, Shay Shay. Let's go to the last tweet right here, please. Let's go to it right here. At Potato Gobbler, right? Stephen A. Smith, top 5 ways to enjoy a potato. I only know 2. Mashed and baked. That's it. You can add butter on it. Okay, that's the 3rd. All right, sweet potato, if you want to say that's the 4th, okay, fine, because I like my sweet potatoes. It's the only things I know. I ain't trying to get creative with no damn potatoes. Okay, French fry, that's 5. That was my producer just got in my ear. I ain't going to steal credit. He would steal credit, but I'm not a thief. It was him that told me that. That's not me. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, baked potato with the butter. That's the 5. I hope that answers your question.